I'm Sasha Gianzin.
And welcome back to UnderSF, Keep It Weird. You are probably looking at us right now and noticing something interesting that's changed to the show.
That's right, Isabel. Nick is nowhere to be found. We got deadlines to meet and our producer did not want us to wait, so we're starting the show without him. But that is okay.
You know what? He's just probably lost or something. And that's what he gets for taking the Muni. For me, I'm never gonna catch the public transportation here in the city.
It really is something, isn't it? And you know what's such a coincidence? That today's show is actually all about public transportation.
Oh my God, choo-choo, gentlemen, start your engines and may your best woman win. Here is your weekly update on transportation.
Man, these guys just look so Hi! Hey! How are you guys?
Good.
All right, well, first things first, seatbelts on.
Of course.
All right, well, I'm Nicholas Held. I'm going to be your host for this weekly news segment.
What's up, guys?
Let's just get it right into it and start right now.
You know we're your audio guys, right?
Okay, well, for this bit, we're pretending like I'm an Uber driver for a day, and you guys are just my passengers that I picked up. So we don't have to tell them that. Movie magic, guys. Just lie. All right, so anyway, can you imagine going from San Francisco to Los Angeles in under 30 minutes? Like, imagine that for me.
Okay, but like, why would you want to go to LA?
Okay, I do the jokes.
Sorry.
All right, I'm gonna try that one more time.
Okay.
So imagine if you could go from San Francisco to Los Angeles in under 30 minutes. I mean, why would you ever want to go to Los Angeles? Am I right? Okay, yeah, no. Well, you ruined it. Let's just move on from that one. Hyperloop Transportation Technologies is making the first ever low pressure, high speed, completely sustainable, tube-based transportation system in California. And if everything goes right, yeah, guess what? You could make that trip in less than 30 minutes if you could buy a ticket. And from what I've been reading, guess what? Tickets are going to be affordable. Yeah. But anyway, moving on to my next piece of news. You guys know the new transit center they built in San Francisco? You know, has a really nice park on top. Yeah. Just is a really good delight. They're building in some food courts, getting ready for all those busy people in their commute.
Yeah.
It's a really nice place, right?
Huh?
Wrong. You're wrong, because guess what? It shut down 6 weeks ago.
No way.
Yeah, 2 cracked support beams in it, and they had to shut it down, and now no one can use it. We're back to using the temporary terminal that they have it open for like 15 years. Yeah.
That's a bummer.
Yeah, bureaucracy and work, people. Nothing's ever gonna get done. Well, anyway, that's all I have to say. So, this is your stop.
This is not even our stop.
Guys, this is the bit. You guys are just my audio guys. I'm not actually an Uber.
Okay, but like, we still need to go somewhere, so scuttle along.
All right, but
Yeah, andale.
fine.
Does the audience even know this ain't even your car either?
Okay, well, now you're just deconstructing the bit. I'm doing so many packages in this episode, it's almost like you guys are just taking the easy way out. Oh, wait, this is the wrong one. Ah, no. Best way to get to the studio, that way.
Sasha, you know what? I actually kind of miss Nick a little bit.
I don't. He stole that car. And whose idea was it to have a thief as a host on the show anyways? Did you guys enjoy your weekly news update? I'm so down to live in LA and to commute to SF.
That's honestly so rad. Technology is such a beautiful thing, and it's nice to know that it's being used to change society for the better. With more ways to travel, that means something interesting is bound to happen.
That's right, Isabel. And speaking of something interesting, for this episode, I interviewed a handful of students at SF State on their experiences with transportation. Before I get into that, though, us ladies need to take a pit stop. We'll be right back.
I surrender.
All right, pal.
Hey, Dad. Do we have a gun?
What's that?
Do we have a gun?
Why do you ask that, kiddo?
Can I play with it?
No, absolutely not. It's not a toy. You know that. Anyway, I need it to protect you, your sister, and Mom.
But what about the 8 kids who get shot every day by mistake?
Where'd you hear that?
Where do you keep it?
It's hidden.
I bet it's on the top shelf of the closet, under your sweatshirts. Is it loaded? Remember when I found my Christmas gift? You always told me to be curious.
No, that's not what I meant.
And when it's just me and Mom, I could use the gun to protect her.
No, Justin, I promise. I'm always here for you.
But Dad, you're not always here.
Sunshine through today with seasonal temperatures. We should reach our normal high of about 82 degrees by this afternoon. Clear skies tonight with a low near 70.
Welcome back, my little Clipper cards. Previously, Sasha was saying that she interviewed students at San Francisco State for their experiences with transportation.
Indeed, I was. I was saying some of those stories were pretty gnarly. They definitely were keeping it weird. You get it? You feel me? No? Oh, right. Anyways, don't step on the brake because we're going to show you those interviews right now. Take a look. Hello guys and welcome back to UnderSF Keep It Weird. My name is Sasha. Today I'm here at Malcolm X Plaza and I'm trying to find your weirdest, craziest Uber stories, Muni stories, BART stories, anything you guys got up your sleeve. I want to hear it. Before we get to your stories, let me tell you mine. I was on Muni one day, the L line, going to work, and just the weirdest thing happened. This guy had a sex doll and he was just touching its, cleaning its, just all of that. It was kind of like a dirty sex doll. And he was just kind of playing with it on the Muni, just super weird. And people were like going up to him saying, yo dude, that's not cool, put that away. And he would just be like, ah, like literally jump at people. Yeah, I don't know what was up with that, but that's SF for you guys. So let's get to it. Let's hear your stories. All right, guys, I'm here with James. James, so do you commute here to school?
Yeah, I actually commute here every day.
Every day? You have classes every day?
Yeah, from Monday to Friday.
Do you like that? Is it hard?
It's all right. I'm taking 19 units because I don't want to take a winter or a summer session.
Right. You
So
gotta
I'm
do
like-
what you gotta do. So while you're commuting, do you see any kind of weird things or experience anything?
Yeah. So I was waiting in line at South San Francisco BART station, and then you know how there's a line, right? So when there's a line, you would just wait in the back because you don't want to like cut the
Right.
line. So as soon as the train came, people were like coming in there,
Right.
and me, I was like, I'm not trying to be rude. So then I just waited, and then I waited to go in there, and then as soon as I went in through the door, this one lady tapped my shoulder, like hella like nudging my shoulder, and she's like, you know, there's a line, right? And I was like, sis, I know there's a line, like literally. And then I said, next time, don't touch me, because then that's just invading my space. And we were just hella looking at each other, like right then and there, until I got to Daly City BART. And before like the doors opened, I looked right into her eyes, like right there.
Oh my God.
And then I
okay,
said like,
feel-
the next time you touch me, I'll fuck you up.
and you
And then the doors opened, and I was like, bye. So I was
and you
like,
just
yeah.
walked out.
Yeah, but I know I'm not really supposed to do that. But she was just being mad disrespectful.
Right.
So then I know you're not supposed to like say some really rude stuff like that, but she just needed to be put in her place.
Right.
Yeah.
So you do kind of like experience or like find these people on the BART, like these rude
Honestly,
people
this is
often?
the first time it happened.
The first time,
Yeah.
and you had to say something?
Yeah, because I was just out here like minding my own business. This one woman was just trying to stir the pot.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, James.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing your story with me. I'm here with Wrinkle. Wrinkle, do you commute to school here?
Of course, San Francisco State's known for its daily commute, and I've been commuting for like 4 years now.
How do you commute here?
You gotta drive, because you got gaps in between.
Oh,
and then
right.
You gotta go back to your car
That's how
for
you do
a
it.
smoke
No
or
BART for
something.
you?
Yeah, no BART.
Yeah,
Public
I feel that.
transportation's out.
Do you want to tell me about that story? About
Yeah,
that one
well,
weird person?
instantly comes to mind. There was this old lady who was going to like see her friend in East Palo Alto. I picked her up from like, I think it was like San Leandro. Took her all the way to East Palo Alto, coming to know that like she had no money to her name and her friend was gonna pay for the whole cab ride and all that. And I just eventually just had to kick her out because I had things to do, and she had me waiting for her friend who never showed up, you know.
Ooh.
And I was just sitting there waiting for some money and just kind of wasted a bunch of hours.
So you were just kind of driving around and
Right,
this lady
yeah.
was just kind of crazy?
Yeah, she was just looking for her friend's house for like
her friend's
for
house.
like 30 minutes, and I took her to East Palo Alto, and she eventually wanted to go back to the area where I picked her up from, and I was like,
You
I'm
just
sorry.
had to boot her out the car.
Yeah, I just had enough with her.
Interesting. Well, thank you, Wrinkle. Thank you so
No
much
worries.
for sharing your story. I'm here with, you know this guy, my co-host, Nick Held.
Hi.
Nick, do you commute to school at all?
Yeah, I commute every day. I need to take an airplane to get to school.
Okay.
Because I live on my private island.
All right. What, I mean, do you have any weird stories about your plane rides over to school?
I have this weird Uber story where my driver was secretly a horse.
Oh,
Yeah.
what do you mean?
I mean, he was a horse.
He literally was a horse.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
So
mean-
what'd you do? You got in with
Yeah.
your horse driver?
And then he drove me to my destination.
Everything
I
was
mein,
okay?
Yeah, everything was fine. I mean, I
You
rated
mean
him.
full-on horse or horse?
I mean, full-on horse. Like he was
half
a Clydesdale.
Horse, half man.
He was like a Clydesdale.
All right.
And half horse, half man. That's a centaur.
Did he speak English?
No, he just sort of went like, "Nah," and
Nick, is
the
this
entire
Nick?
time. I mean, I still rated him 5 stars. He was a pretty
You
great
got
driver.
you to your destination.
Yeah, I mean, the hooves really should have been a dead giveaway.
Yeah. I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, but I mean, if you ever find him, his name is Clyde, last name Dale.
Okay.
So, I mean, if he's your Uber driver, he's pretty good.
All right. Well, thank you, Nick. Thank you for that weird story.
You're welcome.
Awkward. Do I look familiar? I should. You might remember me from here. Here. Or maybe even here.
But an awkward silence can be a great thing.
It can actually be a perfect moment to reach out to a friend and ask if they're okay if they seem down.
It doesn't matter how you say it.
You all right?
Everything's okay?
All G?
You alright, girl?
Oh,
You cool?
you bugging dog.
Just show you're there for them.
Go on, Kelly. Seize the awkward.
Hey, you haven't really been yourself lately. Are you okay?
Find out how you can help a friend with their mental health at seizetheawkward.org.
Well, desperate times call for desperate measures. Don't try this at home.
Welcome back, my little Muni 57 buses. Okay, I'm having a hard time believing in Nick's story.
I mean, I've never had a horse as an Uber driver before, but I've definitely had one with a long face.
Oh my God, Sasha, I hate you so much.
You know you love me. But anyways, speaking about Uber drivers, tell everyone what you did, Isabel.
Oh my God, for this episode of UnderSF, I took a ride with an actual Uber driver. And guess what, Sasha? I also interviewed him.
It ain't Lyft though.
Oh my gosh, shut up. You're not funny at all. This isn't about you anyway. You don't have to order an express this time because this interview is coming right to you. Keep them rolling. All right, my name is Isabel. Welcome to this episode.
Hi, I'm Casey.
Hey, okay, so tell me more about yourself. You can pull out of here and let's explore the city.
Let's get out of here.
Let's get out of here. Get some gas, maybe. No?
Let's see. All right. So you go to school here?
I do go to school here. I'm a BECA student here. How about yourself?
I also go to school here.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. What is your major?
It is broadcast, communication, and electronic arts.
Wow, I've never heard of that one before.
It's basically like a media production.
Okay, that is so tight.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Okay, so what do you do? I know that you are an Uber driver. What got you started?
Driving Uber kind of happened spontaneously.
Okay.
So, I left my job because I was coming to San Francisco. So I didn't have a job, and I was like, well, we'll just see what kind of jobs are out here.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm hanging out with my friend, right? And he drives Uber.
Uh-huh.
So he was like, dude, like, drive Uber. Look how much I made this week. And he showed me, and this was in Los Angeles.
Okay.
He made $1,600 in 1 week.
Wow.
And I was like, what? I was like, hold up.
Crazy.
Yeah, my world just went like 180, and I was like,
I bet.
I was like,
that's like
$1,600, dude?
Yeah.
That is a deal. So then he sent me the code to sign up. I signed up, and then I bought a car, this car that we're in, my Prius, the next week.
Does it get a little bit like weird or crazy? Have you ever had experiences that you're just like, what the heck just happened?
Yeah, there's just, okay, so I picked some dude up in the Tenderloin. This one was very odd. So we were going to Sunset area. So Tenderloin to Sunset area. I pick him up. I don't know, this guy must have been high on some sort of narcotics, but he like made me stop at McDonald's drive-thru, right? He's like, we gotta stop at McDonald's drive-thru. And I was like, all right, dude, let's do it, you know?
Wow.
So then we go to McDonald's drive-thru, and this dude orders the most odd sandwich I've ever heard of or even seen.
What? How odd could you get at McDonald's? It's McDonald's.
That's what I thought. I was like, McDonald's, you know what I mean? Like cheeseburger, like, you know, McDouble, whatever.
Give me a McDouble.
He gets a quarter pounder. He gets like tomatoes. He gets like, can I have 3 tomatoes? Can I have like 2 pieces of lettuce? He's like, can I have like a handful of onions? He said, can I have like a whole bunch of ranch on it?
Oh my God.
He said some barbecue sauce. And then he was like in a hash brown. Dude, like, what kind of sandwich is that? Like, it was odd. It was
now
odd.
I'm like, should I go to McDonald's and be like, can I get a tomato with barbecue and stuff?
So we go. I mean,
oh God, I'm hungry right now. So anything really. Okay, so one thing I hear a lot driving in the city is when you're driving Friday or Saturday night, you know, people get drunk, people do a lot of things. Have you ever had that like drunk passenger that doesn't want to get out of your car or like?
Yeah, I have a story like that, but this passenger wanted to get out very quickly. So I picked this drunk guy up like in downtown, right? He was just like, he had like a takeout food order, so like I assumed he was just like, you know, he just left a date or something. But I guess he was extremely drunk, so we're driving. I'm taking him to the Richmond, so I'm going west. So I'm going west, and like I stop, you know, there's a million stop signs over there. So I stop at a stop sign, and this dude just gets out. Where are you going? Like, because I was at the stop sign.
What did you do?
Yeah,
You're just like,
he left his takeout food, and
that is
he was
insane.
just gone. And I was like,
wow. Did you get back and be like, hey, your food, dude?
No, I was just
you
like,
just kind of accepted it.
Well, you paid for the ride, dude. All right,
yeah,
I'll see you later.
That's true.
So,
was there anyone else in the car?
No,
it
was just him. It was just him. So.
Okay, well, we're getting gas right now, guys.
That was a little weird. Yeah, we're getting gas. You know, this is a Prius, so I mean, sometimes you got to put gas, everybody.
I know I've been asking you about your like weird experiences and the crazy experience. One thing I really want to know is, what is your favorite ride? You know, like, have you ever had like a really good connected like ride with somebody, passenger?
Yeah,
maybe you still talk to them or friends with them, something like that.
Like when I pick up kids like around my age, like I usually like we could talk and like it'd be fun because like, you know, I can relate a lot of things to them, you know. And if I'm usually cruising around state in the Park Merced area, like I'll pick people up who like are my fellow students. So
is that ever weird to you, or are you just like, oh, whatever?
No, like I'd ask them like, oh, so like how's class going? Like, I go to state too, and then they're like, oh, cool, like you know what I mean? And then we're just like.
Have you picked up anybody like you know from school?
Yeah.
And they're like, oh my God, it's
yeah,
you!
actually, I picked this girl up from the gym.
Okay.
And then she was in my Aztec philosophy class. And then I was like, oh, hey, what's up? Like,
yeah.
And then I took her to her house, and then we were just talking. It was pretty cool.
That is cool.
One time I picked up roommates, like in a pool. Like I picked them up downtown, then I picked this other person up like in the Haight, and they were roommates. And it was crazy. I was like, dude, this is insane. And they were just talking, we were just laughing and having fun.
Okay, let's get food. Woo! What are you getting? What do you want?
Let's have a Oreo McFlurry.
Hi. Hi.
Welcome to McDonald's. How can I help you?
We're looking for some food today.
Okay.
We came to the right spot.
I think so.
Yeah.
What do you get? Can I get an Oreo McFlurry?
Can we get an Oreo McFlurry?
My director wants to know if y'all are done. We are done. We got a wrap, right, producer? We got everything.
Are we rapping?
We are rapping. Thank you guys so much.
Wait, we're rapping though.
We're rapping.
The rapping segment.
We are rapping. We can have fun. Hey,
gotta represent.
Hey, hey,
Mask on.
hey.
Mask on.
Hello.
Hi, I'm from Blue Hood Stone Barns. We brought a meal for you and I'm here to serve it to you.
Okay, great. Come in.
Zucchini carbonara, made from zucchini that was harvested earlier this morning.
Again?
Hey, Dan Barber.
You have room for a little bit more?
Come on in.
Brochettes, the sausage. So when we made that zucchini carbonara, you know, they're the end pieces of the zucchini and they're the cores that we cut away. Not to mention zucchini flour. Usually those get thrown out. We use them to create an entire second dish. Does that,
Again?
I'm here to bring you your third course. It's the vines from your zucchini.
We'll have a little zucchini stem pasta. A different experience of zucchini. When we start to think differently about our food, we can get a lot more out of it.
This is delicious.
What do you think we can make out of this? 40% of food in America is never eaten. Cook it, store it, share it. Visit savethefood.com.
Welcome back, passengers.
You know what's funny, Isabel? My girlfriends have actually gotten a ride from Casey before.
Mine too. Must be like a girl thing or something.
Hashtag girl things.
Okay.
No, but seriously, have you ever gotten the same Uber driver twice? It's wild.
You know, speaking of twice, y'all thought they had a one-way ticket, but he's actually making a round trip. Welcome back, Prophet.
What the fuck? Who's this asshole running at me?
Hey, fuck do you want, asshole? Hey!
Okay, what time is it? Yeah, I have time to pick up a shift. Probably has a sweater in the back.
Hi, Prophet. Thank you so much for being here.
Of course, thank you for having me, Isabel.
So what got you into music?
Well, I got into music originally, just kind of listening to a bunch of different styles and appreciating like the different focuses of like the music for the different styles. So like, you know, for hip hop, it's kind of more the drums and movement and dance, where for like rock or something, it's more just like the heavy power chords and like, I don't know, kind of just, I started writing as well when I was in high school because I've always really enjoyed just English and the language and just like language in general. And I was writing all the time and writing like poetry and stuff, and then I realized like, wow, hip hop's dope. Like it'd be a good way to express myself and to like just kind of put that out there. And then as I started getting more and more into it and more serious about it, I just kind of found like new influences and new people to work with. So yeah.
You talk about influences. Do you have any favorite bands or artists that you kind of look up to?
It may sound real weird because I'm making more conscious rap or thought-provoking rap, but recently I've been listening to XXXTentacion a lot.
Really?
And I know it's like very controversial, but I kind of try to separate to just focusing on the music. That's kind of like the aspect I focus on. Just because of like the way, I don't know, like the way he sang in hip hop and kind of like made it more melodic and made it more vocal and played guitar. I feel like this is such an interesting addition.
Okay, and what do you want people to take away from your music?
Honestly, just to take the time to realize that this is your life. Like, this is the one life you're living. You could do anything with it. Whatever you put your time to or devote your life to is what it'll become. So why not just make it something you want to do? You know, why not put out those positive thoughts or take those steps?
Okay, well, thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, of course. Thank you for having me.
And now we have a surprise for all of you. Prophet is going to perform an original song. His music is cooler than waking up in a new Bugatti. But before we get into that, we will be going into break.
Opiates has taken everything and everyone I've ever loved away from me. Everything. All I did was dance. I was being scouted for a scholarship. I blew my ankle out and I got prescribed pain pills by my doctor. If making my detox public is gonna help somebody, I'm all for it. Is there any medicine that I can have right now? I'm cold sweating really bad. I just wish I would have had a warning.
Opioid dependence can happen after just 5 days. Know the truth, spread the truth.
I spell cast and I free you from the darkness of the past at last. Lift you up out of hell. With this love, yeah, I make you well, make you well. I spell cast and I free you from the darkness of the past at last. Lift you up out of hell. With this love, yeah, I make you well, make you well.
Took one bite of the apple, masterful as I cackle. Ash the bowl, not cash the world. Took enough bites, I ain't bashful. Absent swirl, uncast the girl. Anunnaki natural. Be there in a stoner's 5 minutes.
You're like the light of 1,000 stars, dancing in the heavens as I gaze afar. Now I can see through dark spaces, walking through the shade, aimless. Your shine remains nameless, hearts emancipated beyond what's encapsulated. Life's reciprocated, I'm initiated. Got growth pains, but love stays. It's hard to see through thick haze conveyed, while we dazed and enslaved in old ways. It's insane, like the flame, like the fire. Free your mind from all desire. I spell cast and I free you from the darkness of the past at last. Lift you up out of hell. With this love, yeah, I make you well, make you well. I spell cast and I free you from the darkness of the past at last. Lift you up out of hell. With this love, yeah, I make you well, make you well.
Took enough bites, had a vision, saw astral lines, saw Tinsin, saw mastermind to the afterlife. I'd have thought they look different. It's asinine like the pastor's wife, cause reality is a figment. Falsified fake interests, flow divide in an instant. Multiply with an open mind, so why you gotta stay ignorant? Poster guy for your third eye, just poking by with wisdom.
Yeah.
Questioning intentions, you own by your corporate ties. So why you gotta stay spending? Wonder why you gotta stay spending.
I spell cast and I free you from the darkness of the past at last. Lift you up out of hell. With this love, yeah, I make you well, make you well. I spell cast and I free you from the darkness of the past at last. Lift you up out of hell. With this love, yeah, I make you well, make you well. Yeah. Hey.
Thank you.
That's the one, that's the one.
Prophet and Alam.
Prophet and Alam. Check us out.
What?
Hey guys,
Hi?
Great performance. I heard it while I was running here.
Nick, what the heck is happening?
Are you seriously just getting here? Where were you?
Guys, I was literally running here. I work here too.
For 3 hours?
Yeah, I was taking the scenic route. Anyway, there's no need to adjust your television or whatever you're watching this from. This trip was totally real. I'm Nick Held, and this has been Under SF. Keep it weird. See you next week.
Beep, beep.